Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. And today we're going to be talking about what is conscious Black conservatism. So I'm going to be explaining that to you today, and let's get into it. The definition of consciousness is an awareness of one's identity as a Black person. And Black consciousness was founded by Stevebiko, who was not only a Pan-Africanist, but also an anti-apartheid leader in South Africa. Now, according to Stevebiko, his definition of Black consciousness is, in essence, the realization by the Black man of his need to rally together with his brothers around the cause of their oppression. And that term was first used by Stevebiko, the founder of Black consciousness, in the year 1971. Now, there isn't a specific date when exactly Black consciousness was brought and introduced to the United States, but I would say one event that actually sparked the protests of a lot of Black Americans in America was the death of Emmett, who was a young Black man, a young Black boy, I would say, in the South in the 1950s, who was falsely accused of catcalling a white woman in a grocery store and ultimately was lynched and murdered. This specific event sparked the rise of a lot of Black civil rights leaders in the United States, such as Martin Luther King Jr., Malcolm X, Fannie Lou Hamer, Fred Shuttlesworth, Fred Hampton, Rosa Parks, the Little Rock Nine, the Freedom Fighters, the Black Panther Party, Khalid Abdul Muhammad, and so much more. And that is what I would say, in my opinion, Black consciousness was founded and acted upon in the United States. Now, getting into the definition of conservatism, I actually found a definition online. And conservatism means the inclination, especially in politics, to maintain a traditional or existing order of things. But in my humble opinion, conservatism to me means being surrounded around God and family and placing your values around that. And that is exactly what I grew up around. Because I'm Christian, I grew up around those conservative values. Now, I'm not saying being conservative means that you're Christian, but definitely if you're Christian, you are going to have some conservative values. And historically, Black Americans have held conservative values because of the way we were raised, especially the ones raised in church. And there are actually a lot of Black Americans with conservative values living today. But unfortunately, a lot of us do vote Democrat. And that is probably because of, one, the way our family members have voted from generations to generations. And the other half is because of the way Republicans have responded to a lot of Black issues. A lot of them haven't really moved in empathy and haven't really sat down with the community to listen to our concerns, which actually leads me into the whole phrase conscious Black conservatism and what it is. Now, the term conscious Black conservative was founded by Felicia Killings, and the ideology was founded by Ms. Killings in 2018 when she started the 1520 Rise book curriculum. But the movement in itself started in 2019 when Ms. Killings began being active on Twitter. By her definition, conscious Black conservatism is an ideology based on moral conservative principles that focus on Black empowerment and progress in politics, culture, and society. Now, my personal definition of conscious Black conservatism is holding conservative values as a Black American in America, but also being conscious and aware of issues that plague the Black community and not pushing them away and not pushing the community's issues and concerns aside. And it will also be listening to the community instead of calling people in the community victims and slaves on the Democrat plantation, because that is not what I'm going to do, and that is not what anybody should be doing at all. They shouldn't be name calling or anything like that. It is also having empathy, listening, and then coming up with policies and ways into which I believe will combat these issues that the community is facing. And that is actually the difference between a lot of conservatives and conscious conservatives today. We are aware of what's going on in the community. We do not push the issues aside, and we tackle it head on with conservative values and with listening and coming up with policies and ways into which will help the community. Because it's not healthy to push the community's concerns aside. That is not being a leader. If you're pushing a community's concerns away, why are you even in leadership? Now, that is what I am. I am a conscious Black conservative, and I am a conscious Black conservative proudly. We have had people online calling us a cult, but at the end of the day, would a cult really care about the community's needs and concerns? Think about that. No. Now, I have always been genuine and cared about the concerns of the community But I just needed some sort of guidance in my earlier years of my political walk, which now I have found through the conscious Black conservative movement and through the conscious conservative movement. And I want to say thank you to Miss Felicia Killings and all of the conscious conservatives, because I don't know where I would be right now if it wasn't for you guys. You know, that guidance at such a young age is what will ultimately, I feel like, help me blossom into what I'm called to be in this world. And I'm actually really grateful to have found that. And I can't wait to become more involved as I go deeper and deeper into this movement. So that is what conscious Black conservatism is. And if you guys want to get more into depth, I need you to visit Miss Felicia Killings' Twitter. And I will also link her website down below so that you can get more involved and learn more about the movement. Please comment that down below. Also, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And thank you for watching. I'll see you later. Bye.